3 or 4 years ago, you wouldn't have even considered the possibility that you could type a few words into a prompt box and get back an almost true-to-life video. AI-generated video has progressed so fast in the last couple of years, and it's a little concerning considering how much we rely on video for true and accurate information. And this is especially true when it comes to something as crucial as security camera surveillance. So how can you prove what is real from what is generated? How can you prove that the Amazon delivery driver scratched your car as they were delivering a package? How can you prove that a seagull flew by and ate your wife's last brownie? How can you prove any of this if when you show footage now, people can simply say, oh, that could easily be AI? It seems like it's getting harder and harder to make ridiculous sounding things seem true. Cat playing piano, that's AI. Chihuahua chasing off a bear, oh come on, that's generated. Yes, the internet is becoming a much more skeptical place now. But at least if you have a Uniview camera, you can prove it all happened. In this video, we're going to go over how you can prove that Uniview security footage is not generated and is actually authentic to the camera it was shot on. This is all through the use of hidden security watermarks. We're also going to talk about how this watermark is prevented from being copied by AI, and how you can add your own watermark to your footage, unique to your cameras only. And remember, this information is only accurate so far as it is up to date. So hit that subscribe button below for the most up-to-date security insights. So, as I mentioned before, we're going to prove our Uniview footage is real through the use of watermarks. We're going to do this through the use of Uniview's own software, Easy Player. We're going to take our relatively normal looking footage, open up Easy Player, and on the top right, you'll notice this watermark button. Then we're going to hit that green plus to add our footage, select our footage, and then hit Start Detect. Easy Player is going to read our watermark text back to us and give us the seal of approval with this intact icon. Don't forget, this only works because we've added our watermark in the camera's settings. So now let's try and take the same footage, which I've now edited, to see if we can get the same result. Immediately, the player has noticed that it's not watermarked footage and is returning a no watermark result. And just so you can see, even re-exporting or converting the original footage will remove the watermark, and that's even with the same settings. By the way, none of Uniview's softwares require a paid license, so anyone can test the authenticity of this footage using this method. So how does this player know that this is no longer the original footage? Well, it all comes down to the information stored in the video's metadata. So what is metadata? It's the extra information that's being stored on your video file, like what time and date it was recorded, the settings that we used to record it, and sometimes even who owns the copyright. In this metadata, Uniview hides your encrypted watermark so that it can't easily be copied. Using Uniview's own software, Easy Player then decrypts it and reads back any watermark so that you can test for authenticity. As soon as we re-export the footage into a new clip, the metadata is lost. Sure, on the surface everything looks the same, but underneath is a different story. The ability to prove footage authenticity is a crucial aspect of owning a security camera. Without it, we cannot prove events happened or didn't happen. So knowing this, Uniview has provided a secure level of encryption to prevent wrongdoing and tampering. An initial attempt to test ChatGPT's ability to read the camera's metadata proved unsuccessful. We then followed steps to attempt to pull the full metadata from the original file using a script-based tool called FFmpeg. After some testing, we also found these results to not show the watermark. For now, ChatGPT can't read our file's metadata, and even if it could, the watermark is made only to be read by Uniview software. Plus, we also have added protection by being able to create our own unique watermark, almost like a password that only you know, providing additional evidence the footage is unique to your camera. And you should aim to maximize your security system's network protection by regularly keeping your camera's firmware and software up to date. Cybersecurity is an ever-changing field, and cameras that are out of date aren't going to be as strong as cameras that are up to date with the latest protocols. So how to set up watermarking. This is going to take us under a minute. Let's begin. First, log into your NVR's web interface. You can find it by copying its IP address into your browser search tab, or by clicking this E icon next to your NVR on the device management page of EasyStation. Head to Setup on the top right, look for the System tab on the left, and then click the Security from the drop-down menu. Let's click the Watermark tab over here on the top right, and for each channel, turn on watermarking and add your own unique watermark. Hit Save, and that's it. You can now easily prove the authenticity of your footage. So now you can prove all of the crazy things you've seen on your cameras are true, and even have any doubters test the authenticity for themselves. And if you want to know some tips to spot AI content, here's some things you can look for. AI struggles to replicate timestamps, and you will often find times counting backwards, forwards, and sideways. Sometimes we need to look closer to find details AI can't accurately replicate. Look at this delivery man shot. Do you spot anything unusual? Or what about this car? It's got no front end. Once you spot these details, the illusion is broken, and almost immediately, the footage looks silly. So now knowing this, how do you still feel about AI-generated content? Do you feel excited, still concerned? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget that you can search through the wide selection of Uniview cameras on our website, univiewcanada.com. We've got cameras for home, residential, office, commercial, and industry-grade cameras. That's going to do it for this video. Subscribe for more security insights. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.